Hi Hub, let me update that I'm live. It was good. I like it. Wow, what to say? You know me, I'm not that kind of person who really expected so many things in general. And I mean, okay, I see something that I feel like they could make it better. But this is their first time doing this thing. I'm just gonna give them that point that like it's the first time. So give me a second. I don't like the light. Okay. It's the first time. The organized thing is kind of nice. The sequence of it is okay. My seat is not terrible. He telling two stories. It was two different feeling on the story. The first one was like, damn. Oh my god, you know. The second one was like so sad. I was crying. But don't make me as like a reference or anything because I'm a crying baby. A small little thing can just trigger me and I'm crying, okay? So not really a good representative of like saying like this story is very sad because even like a small single things can make me sad. But it was a good story. But we'll see who's gonna show up. And then we will talk about it. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm hungry. Give me a second. I'm gonna get food. Where's my trombone? Look at the tea that dropped on my shirt. I'm just home. The good thing that I like about this is that it's very not too far from where I live, so I don't have to spend a lot of time on the traffic. I just hop on the bike and be there, and hop on the bike and come back, which is very convenient. And that is something I like about, like, convenient. No one see it. No one care. Everyone just busy with their own things. Yeah. And I'm hungry, dude. And I feel like this 7-Eleven doesn't really have the food I like. It's always look empty for some reason. I don't know why, like, why don't they like stock it? I feel like it's always something missing on the shelf. Pork with yellow curly plate with rice. Okay, let me see if this one gonna taste good. It was 2 hours, I would say. They say they start at 7. They really not start until like almost 7:30. And then he tell the first story that is around like hour, and then they have a break in the middle for 15 minutes, and then they start the second one. So finish around like 10. A woman is more than a man, so they have to close down one side, even if a male. Why do I have the lash? Even it's the male bathroom for the woman. Otherwise it's gonna take forever. Hurry. We have women more than men, but why somehow we have the same amount of the bathroom? You see? Man. Thanks for 100, Gather. But that makes sense though, because they have the same amount of the bathroom, but to make a woman bigger, it makes sense. You mean for the male or the female? Yeah, women pee a lot. And women tend to spend longer time in the bathroom than men. Not even mention when they have period and stuff and they have to change the tampon and stuff like that. It takes forever. You know, it was 2,500 people in today's show. That's a lot. Let me show you some pictures. This is a guy. This is his co-star. This is his standee. That's it. Okay. Have fun. Have fun, have fun. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I see. Shit. It's getting hot, isn't it? I don't think it's that cold anymore, is it? Oh, it's still cold? Good then. It is St. Patrick's Day. It's today St. Patrick's Day. It's spicy. Where do I see stream about the St. Patrick's Day then? I got his poster. That sounds like a day that someone will get in trouble. Did he sign for it? I don't think so. I don't know. It's wrapped, so I don't think he signed. But I already have his sign on the postcard. It's so cool. It's spicy. just the ring light. It have the white light, the yellow one, and the one that have both, and that's it. The thing I don't really like is that they don't let you bring the water into the room. You can place it outside, but do you really gonna leave your bottle of water next to 100 of them that look the same? Would not. No snacks or anything. That's kind of boring. Because I need some snacks. I just want to have like popcorn or something, you know, and a drink. I think that's good. But nope, they don't allow. Yeah, that's what people do. Some people are like that. They just go eat. They just go drink from like the table. They have a table, you can place it there. But I'm pretty sure some of them gonna drink from the wrong one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I understand. They don't want to like clean. It's probably gonna go nasty. Understand. Totally agree. But come on. I know, huh? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't drink anything. I was like, whatever. I chuck it before I get in. And didn't drink anything until I come back here. Yeah. Why? What is she? This is good. This is what I ate before, long time ago. It's gone. And now it's back. I'm happy they're back. Small what? 2 weeks? Okay. I will tell the story soon. Maybe after I finish my snack. Okay. Hi, Vegan. Hello. How are you? A second story was just too sad. Look. It's not even focused on me. It's focused on my level. Where? There. Isn't Bridgerton launched today? Let me check. Did they launch the Bridgerton yet? No. Harmony camera. Hi Jason. I'm back. Ed? Damn. Look. The fancy camera. What kind of camera? I don't understand. Let's see. People are weird. Okay. I finished the snack. Now I gotta tell you the story. Are you ready? I will tell you the experience I got. But I feel like he telling a story and it lasts for like hour. But since I'm going to retell it, I think it'll take me 15 minutes max. Because I probably do not remember all the super detail. I probably gonna make up the name. Okay, because the first story was happened in China, 1994. Well, at least I can remember the year. Okay, anyway, maybe I can remember some of the name, but probably not all the name. So the first story. Okay, let me tell you first. Let me tell you what is it first before I start telling the story. So I went to the talk show of the guy. Okay, let me maybe I show you his YouTube channel. I don't even know if I subscribe to him. Seriously. Oh, I did. Oh. Imagine went to someone talk show and don't even subscribe. Sound like me. Anyway, yeah, this is his YouTube channel. He just hit 1 million subscribe, but that's not the point, okay? But if you go see, it's all in Thai. He telling the story about the murderer, the crime that happened, all the cases that the unsolved mystery. I say the first story that I'm going to tell is happened in 1994. But before we tell the story, I just want to tell you about this guy first, just so you have some idea what is going on, what I just went to this evening. So that's the YouTuber that I went to his first talk show. He usually telling those kind of story that I just told you, like the murderer, the serial killer, the unsolved mystery, unusual things that happen, the crime scene, the cases, you know, something like that. And his background is that he is a doctor. And since he's a doctor, you know, sometimes he had to find a reason why people die. If they die uncommonly, like you don't know exactly why they die, then you know the doctor have to do something to find out. And he's a doctor, so that is about him, the guy that I just went and attend his show. I don't think he's still a doctor now, okay? But he a doctor, but I don't think he work as a doctor anymore. I start from listening to the case that he telling. Like he usually pick up one of the case and then telling what's going on, but he not that kind of person who like telling you into like a bad way. Because sometimes it's come to this kind of story, it can be in a several way, but the way he tell it is, it's not like just so you can go do this exactly thing that you're just listening to. It's not that, okay? We were talking about the things behind that. Since he's a doctor, sometimes we talk, like he talk about the mental disease things. They talk about what's the suspect thing that they think that make that murderer doing what they're doing, something like that. And sometimes it's just like unusual case that someone just sick or something with a very rare disease, and he's a doctor, so he can give more information about that and talk in like a scientific way. And it's very interesting, not just that, but sometimes when you hear this kind of story, it also can reflect back to you. And I do believe like if you hear this kind of thing, at least it make you being more aware of things that might happen. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of stories that I have been listening from his channel, and it's kind of like blow my mind. Like I don't even believe that this kind of thing really happened, like for real. You gotta be joking, but it's not. You know, some of the story, I just wish that it just alive, but it's not. And sometimes it can be, you know, it's so easy sometimes for some people to have a bad thing happen to them, okay? And to listen to it is kind of like make me being aware, because nowadays everyone know that like the world is so scary. You know, some people just do a bad thing and they don't even feel bad about it. So I was listening for him, I think over a year, and he have another co-star, which is also listening to that guy. But I like when they telling the story together. They were like, what's going on?
Just rated with 589 viewers.
Welcome to Molima channel. Thank you so much for the red. Big shout out to my big sister, Just Kid. She's in Laos right now, and she also become a very famous on the internet because apparently something just happened. It's so bizarre to see what happened to her. I think if you're on Twitter, you might see that you know, it was like a talk of the town in that level. I don't know. I give it into that level. I think it's talk of the town. We have beer the part and party. That sounds nice. Hello everyone. Thank you everyone so much for following. She have a red. And you know what? One thing that I'm wondering though, if the guy mentioned that he German before she said like, where you from? Germany? Is the guy say something before that he German? Or she just knew it, like I just knew it? Yep, party, that's me. Hi Indies. She just knew it, right? It's obvious, isn't it? But how is it end? How the things end? How? So the guy just walk out? I mean, that clip video was just only 1 minute. Can you guys tell me what's happened after that? It would be awesome. German people. He sat next to her and know how German sounds speak. I see. She know because they mentioned that law, I think. I see. She knows EU and she's knows as two country. She already famous. Come on, don't forget the part of Pattaya. The mad guy. That is also something. And that one is so scary, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he left after 5 minutes? Like, what? He was just standing there and trying to, like, make her pay for the meal or something? Hi, Harry. Hello. She should start freaking out when talking. Like, and I heard that he was there with his girlfriend. Right? Oh, he went back to his table. And she won a award for the yo-yo. Or then, who knows? But he was with a woman at the restaurant. And then just walk to her, start to complain, and tell her he's just gonna drop it down if she pay for his meal. Is that what it is? Or give him your name, your address, and then you will hear from my lawyer. I feel bad for that woman. That is a big red flag. Speak as a woman. If I ever go on the date and then the guy just randomly doing that, I swear I call Uber and left him. I just can't. You know, my face not that thick to like take into that situation. I might tell him like, hey, it's okay, let's just go. But if he's still like going to do that, I was like, you do you, I'm leaving. It's just yeah, like I kind of understand. Like he probably, you know, want to be low key, chill, but instead of just leaving, he just decide that I'm gonna drop the bomb here and make the scene. It's kind of like, so do you want to leave low key or you want to make the scene in here? So it's kind of confused by itself because like based on what he complained, it's kind of like he doesn't feel comfortable surrounding with the camera even though he's in a public space, right? And then he starts to give whatever reason to make his reason become like strong, solid. But at the end of the day, his action, it was just like so opposite with what he really asking for. So. But I would say Kate carried the situation very well. Or maybe she has seen worse. I don't know, but I think she carried the situation very well. I don't know, Midnight. Sometimes, you know, it gets me to the thought like, you can't really be with someone unless you really have something in common. I can tell you the story of something that really made me realize that like some people just really choose to be with a jerk because at the end of the day, that person also a jerk, I guess. It's rude to say that, I know. It's not nice to assume, I also know that. But I will tell you the story. Why do I think the way I think, okay? that guy gave me I have rich family vibes. If he rich, if he really rich, he not gonna be in that restaurant. He gonna cross the whole restaurant for himself if he's that rich and just like to be private. Right? That person give me the L energy, big L energy, because like the happy people not really gonna just go on someone and start to like drop the bomb like that. Or maybe that is how he do it to keep traveling the world, you know? That's why he keep traveling the world. He just like see someone taking a camera or something and then just like, you have to pay for my meal now. Or you will hear from my lawyer. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I also wondering. Is she ever plan, like, you know, accidentally, you know, might be maybe film him, or he just like see that like she was just like streaming, mind her own business, and then he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go there and say something. Because some people just weird. Okay, this is the story. I went to the park, right? And somehow it was so full that the parking is so hard to find. And then finally someone about to pull off to that spot, and we're going to like, okay, we're gonna park there. So it's a 2 lanes, right? And we on the lens, the lens that like the correct lens, because like it's 2 lanes. One is gonna be like in the opposite side, right? We in our lens, and that car start to, you know, pull off, and then it was another car go on the left, and then we was thinking like, okay, maybe that person just want to go check, and then they stuck there, and the car came out. And the freaking car next to me just steal the parking with like, just do it, like, and he knew that like we waiting for that spot on our lanes that we support to, and the guy just don't care. And it's not just him, and it's have like his girlfriend or his wife, I don't know, in a car with him. And that person not even say a word or say sorry or feel ashamed. So at the end of the day, I was just thinking like, you know, you can't really be with someone unless you really one of them. I mean, when it's come to bad behavior. So I just like, okay, you know what? I just can't be with this kind of person. But apparently, it's a lot of women didn't care. Maybe just one of those behavior that, you know, they also did that too. I don't know. And then it just made me realize like, you know what, you might think like and wondering, and sometimes you feel like pity for someone, but maybe you don't have to, because they might just be the same kind of person, same kind of people. That's why they can be together. He was on when she looked at the restaurant, when she looked for seat. Then he was visible in the background when she moved him and ordered food. Then when he walked up to in the first check the camera. Ah, I see. So not really, no one really filming him. It's just him kinda use that situation and try to get what he what? And then that's it. He was just like standing there complaining for a while and then left. After no one cared what he say. I see. Wow. It's kind of funny, but I know in that situation it's not. But after everything and then just look at it and just analyze his behavior, it's kind of funny. Okay? But if I have to experience that, face that, no, it's not fun. That's why I say like, I think Kate carried the situation very well. Oh, complain right before paying and asking Kate to pay for the bill. I see. He was never center of the attention, but away in the background, like I see. The whole time I wonder if this girl was thinking about this. The decision she probably ran over to show us this weirdo staring at her. So after that, you see like what's going on, right? You know, sometimes I think I see one of the comments say like he's an NPC but think that he's a main character. That is hurtful. Like people say, you just the NPC but act like a main character. I was like, ooh. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, I feel that. No, you don't want to. Jail time in Southeast Asia. It's not gonna be good, okay? I don't know for sure in Laos, but since Thailand and Laos is, you know, a neighbor, be very close to each other, I would guess that the situation of the jail time probably kind of same as in Thailand, but not talking based on my experience. But you don't have to have this experience to know what's going on, because another people who have the experience tell you the story, what's going on in jail. And for what I heard, no, you don't want to. This is not like New Zealand or some European country that you have a very fancy jail that, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I was thinking like, okay, wow, that person in jail even live better than me. Free food, have a room, have a TV, have a lot of things going on. Are we really punishing that person right now, or we just give someone a rent free and the rent like a free food and something? Because I saw some country, you know, they really like that. And then I heard a lot of story from like a jail. The people just came out from jail and then they, you know, in Thailand, and tell the story, and I was like, oh shoot, that bad. You don't want to, seriously. But one of another things though, since you know that like Southeast Asian and the corruption thing is kind of like things that very common. At the end of the day, even though I say that like the jail in here is so scary and stuff, but most likely that if you have enough money, then nothing will happen to you. You know, that is the sad thing, but it's true. Yeah, that is not something that he should do. And yeah, he faced the consequences. But I think it's end well. Nothing really happened to him. At some point, they just drop it. I think, if I'm not wrong. Anyway, so today I went to the talk show. I'm about to tell the story that I heard from the talk show. It's a talk show that talking about unsolved mystery, the case, the crime scene, the cold case, the murderer, the serial killer, and something like that. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not a psychopath. I'm not crazy or anything. It's just fun sometimes when you're listening to that kind of thing. You also learn something and be aware of the world, even though we already know that you should be aware no matter what. But anyway, I'm about to tell the first story that I heard from today. It's happened in China. Let me think the name of I can't remember the city. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's one city in China in 1994. You have two families, the Jiang family and the Yang family. I think I made it up. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make the new family name for them because this is so hard right now. Okay, it's the A family and the B family. How about that? It's happened in China. A family and the B family, they were living in the same village. Their house is very next to each other. They have very good relationship between them. But the city that they live in is so far away, like very, very far away. You have to understand, like we're talking about something, what, how long ago? 20 something years ago? It's a long time ago. Back then, I think thing is going to be very super not easy in terms of like the public transport and everything. It's like it dropped in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that city that they live in is in the middle of nowhere. And I think on that year, China, they have the campaign or something that the government will do the contract with you. They are the farmer, by the way. Like they will do the contract with you. Let's say if you grow the corns, right? They do the contract with you that every single corns that you produce, the government will buy it from you, and then they will, you know, make it something else to sell and make more money for the government and for the country. But they can't do that to every families because they have a lot of farmer families and they just can't, okay? But they try to do it all over China. So, and in that village, they can only have one family that going to have the contract with the government. And they have a few, I don't know how much, probably like less than 100 family in that village. But they only have one contract. They can have only one contract. And you know, they try to find, the government tell them like, okay, you know what, you go decide and come up with one name who we going to make a contract with. And from all the people talking, so they decided it's only two families that have the potential to do this, which is of course the family A and B, that they live next to each other. But before we go further, let me tell you about the story of the family A. The family A is a family of 5 people: father, mother, and three of the sons. They have 3 boys in the house. And then the family B, they have 4 people, which is the father, the mother, 1 daughter, and 1 son. Okay? I remember the name of the son of this family of 4. The name is Coco, which is he going to be the main character on this story later on. But okay, so now they have to decide who going to make a contract with the government. And the A and B, they both want it, of course, because they know that this is gonna change their life. Why? Because you know, every producer you make, government will buy it. You will sold out every single time. Everyone want that. They know that this is gonna change the future, right? So they fight over. You know, at first they were like, well, we the good neighbor, we helping each other. But when it's come to money, everything can end. Doesn't matter where the money drop, it's burned, right? So there was like, they can't decide. Both of them was like, I need that. You know, we have, the family A was like, I have 5 people in my family. You know, we need this because we have a lot of people that we have to feed. And since we have 3 boys, they're gonna be able to make more product, and that's gonna be better for our country. And then the family of 4 was like, but you know what, even though we have only 4, but we are poorer than you, so we need this. And then there was like, both of them like, I don't know, I want it, you know. Both of them just like keep fighting. And then the family of 4 was like, oh, how about we make the contract with like, you do it for 2 years, and then we take turn. Another family would do another 2 years. So the family of 4 go talk to the family of 5 and offer this like, how about we do this? And then the family of 5 was like, okay, that sounds good. But you know what? I'm going to say yes if you let our family have the contract on the first 2 years first. And then the family of 4 who offered this idea was like, say yes. So they sign up the contract that they were talking about, that like, we're gonna do 2 years, and then we can take turn to another family to do another 2 years, and keep doing this. Hi, Forsted. And then for the first 2 years, the family of 5 was like, so happy, willing to, like, it's like a dream come true for them. Every single thing's sold out, and they live in the middle of nowhere. I told you that they are very poor, and for the first 2 years they'll be able to buy the car, the truck, which is very fancy because no one have the truck, but they have it. And then they was like so happy, and so happy with like how much that their life changed. So they was like, okay, this is so good. And then it's 2 years, so it's supposed to be the year that they have to change to the family of 4 to take turn to do the contract with the government. The family of 4 go talk to the family of 5. That's like, okay, it's been 2 years, now it's our turn. so you're going to have to step down and we're gonna make the contact with the government. But of course, when you're already in a good situation, you don't want to lose it. The family of 5 was just like, nope, we won't let you do that because we already have a contact. We have the right to keep doing this. And then the family of 4 was like, okay, fine. We have the contract that we both like were writing about this thing of like 2-year contract and take turn. So the family of 4 bring that contact to the person. I don't know, it's like what, the governor for the village or something, to like tell him like, see, we have the contact here, we both make the contact about this, so you have to help me do this. And then the governor was like, okay, I will contact you back. Now you just go back and I will investigate. So week passed, become months, nothing happened. The father of family of 4 went back and asked like, hey, do you remember about the story that I'm complaining about and I want to ask for your help? How is it now? It's been like months and nothing happened. And then the guy was like, what story again? Like, he don't even remember. And then the guy was like, that's like, it's our turn to take the contract with the government. We have the contract, we sign up here, blah blah. And then he was like, oh, that one. You know what, let me tell you something. The family of 5, they have the right to do so, and I think to keep doing it, just gonna waste your time. I think you should just move on and just let the family of 5 keep doing it. So they deny to help the family of 4, even though they have the right and the contract that say that both agree, the agreement of them, but nothing happened. So the family of 5 keep doing it, and the family of 4 is so sad right now because they're poor and they were like hoping that after the 2 years and it's gonna be their turn and then they're gonna get better, have more money, so not be too poor anymore. But it turned out that, oh, okay, nothing can happen. And everyone was like really sad. The family of 4 was so sad. And one day, the mother of family of 4 went to the river to do the laundry, to wash your clothes on the river, just like in the movie that we see. And then on the way back, she walked past the house of the family of 5, which is, I told you that they live next to each other. And then she saw the son, the second son of the family of 5. The family of 5 have 3 sons, remember? And then the middle one. He saw the middle one in there. So she would just like spray in front of the house, like, And then that guy was like, bitch, what you doing? And then she was like, I'm just spraying on the floor, And then the boy was like talking like very disrespectful to her. And then she was angry, so she walked to him and like hit him or something, because like it's very disrespectful. And then the guy was hit her back, and then they start to fight. And then people try to come and stop them. It's an old woman and the guy like 20 years old or something fighting. And then she saw the medal on the floor, so she just like grab it, but she not tend to like hit or anything. She just like move it around so no one will get close to her. And then somehow accident happened. one of the son of the family of 5 will like trip over and got hit by that metal things, and his head was like bleeding. And then she was like shocked because she was not trying to hurt anyone, so she dropped it and she was like try to go and ask like, are you okay? I'm sorry, I'm not like mean to do that, you know. And then the middle son went back into the house, grabbed the baseball, the baseball things, and hit her on the head real hard. And then she started to breathe a lot, like lot. And then the son of the family of 4 walked to his mom and was like, mom. And the mom was like, tell him it's okay. And the son was like holding his mother, that breathing so bad in the head. And then her husband was like saw that and was like, oh, please help. Hey, like he asked for the family of 5, like, hey, please, like you have the car, could you please like take her to the hospital? And then the family of 5, no, I'm not doing that, because like you also like hurt our son, I'm not gonna do that. And then he was like, okay, if you're not gonna like take her to the hospital, could you please like call the ambulance to come help her? And then the family of 5 denied. They was like, no, I'm not doing that either, because if I call the hospital, I have to pay for that. I'm not gonna pay for you because our son was so hurt. And then he was like, he don't know what to do, so he tell his son, the family of 4, he tell his son to be with his mother, and he ran into the governor asking for help. And the guy was like, do you know, right, if you call the ambulance, you're gonna have to pay. Okay, I'm gonna go with you and I'm gonna go see first what is the situation right now, and if she really need the ambulance, we will get her one. So they spent time go there back and forth, and then the guy came to the scene and saw that the lady was breathing so bad right now, the head injury was so bad, and he was like, oh no, you have to call the ambulance now, this is serious, this is bad. So the ambulance came and then put her to the hospital, but I told you that they live in the middle of nowhere. It took them 4 hours to rinse into the hospital, and that hospital is like a small hospital that doesn't have any surgery room or anything. So by the time that she there, like it's nothing they can do. And then she passed around like 10 p.m. Like nothing they can do. And then the husband was so sad, like what is going on, like why, you know, she just lost his wife, right? So he really sad. And then he's like, the family of 5, the son of the family of 5 killed my wife, I'm gonna tell the police. And then in China, the law was like, if you're going to, you know, fight, like you have to have the proof. So he asking for the doctor that can like check on his wife that already dead and tell the reason why she dead, because they're gonna need that file to go to the policeman to, you know, to accuse someone of like being murderer, right? And then the hospital was like, are you really gonna do this? We do not have the doctor that can do that. You know what? I think you should just take your wife back and just, you know, do what you have to do. okay, I think you should just do that. And then, you know, he was like, what is going on? He just wanted justice for his wife, but no one could help. So he was like, have no hope, and he was so poor. He don't have money or anything. So he bring his wife back to the village. So it's almost in like the morning. So he carry his wife body in front in front of the family of 5, and then start to yelling at that family, like, see what did you do to my wife, you know, my wife passed now, you know. He was like so sad and start to like become like another person. The family of 5 do not came out of the house, of course. And then it's almost in the morning, so everyone start to like come out and see like, what is going on, you know. And then someone were like seeing that and thinking like, this is not nice, so they call the police and tell them what's happening. So the police also bring the doctor that can investigate like what's going on with his wife. So they came to the crime scene. They saw the body of his wife in front of the family of 5. They just start investigating there in the middle of village, not even bring to the house in the private spot or anything, in the middle of the road. Then they start to like shave her hair to see like the wood, to clean it up and everything, and everyone on the village was there looking at her, which is like, what is going on, dude? I mean, that is not how they do it for now, for real, for sure. I don't know, in the past maybe they don't really concern about the right of human, you know, the right of the people who pass and stuff like that. And that is so traumatized to the kid. You know, the family of 4 have 2 kids, 1 daughter and 1 son, and they were so traumatized from that. And I think the youngest, like the boy that with his mother was only 13 years old. So the doctor said that like, okay, yeah, she dead because of like something hit on her head, and that is really the reason why she passed. Now they know that. They fired that to the police, and then they tell the police that like the middle son of the family of 5 hit my wife to death. But somehow the police did not fight as like a murderer, but like the police were like saying that the family of 5 just protect the guy, just protect himself, and somehow he just accidentally killed the lady, which is not the case. You know that like the middle son really just like planning to grab the baseball and hit her on the head, and that is kind of like a planned thing to do, right? So somehow the middle son did that, but when it go to the court, it turned out that they present the youngest one, which is 13 years old, that like, no, it's not the middle son that did that, it's my youngest, which is not true. But they say the reason that they do that is probably because the youngest was 13 years old. If he have something, he doesn't have to face the law as like adult, right? Because the middle son is 20 years old. If it decided he did this, then you know it's gonna take longer on the jail, because like the 13 years old probably not have to go to the jail, probably go to like the house for the kids and stuff like that, right? When the kid do like things happen, yeah. And then you know it's a lot of what is going on happening right now, right? Like, where's the justice anyway? And then the husband of family of 4 were like asking like, okay, you know what, I need some money. You have to pay me because I have to do dealing with the funeral of my wife. I losing my wife, which is the one who helping me working, and I have two sons. I have a son and a daughter. I have two kids that I have to taking care right now, and I lose someone that could help me make money, and I also have very bad emotional damage right now. So I think they were asking for $15,000. And guess how much do they get? You wanna guess? $5,000. And that's it. And then that youngest one sent to the person. Oh shit, it said Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Okay, the battery dead. I'm gonna shut the camera, and then when it's back, then we can go back to the camera again. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna continue in here. And then, what's the story now? The youngest son sent to the prison. Not really a prison. It's the prison for the kid for 7 years, right? And then they're asking for $15,000, but they got $5,000, and that's it. At the end of this trial thing, the son of the family of 4, he just can't take it anymore. So he was so sad, and he told his dad that I'm leaving this town. I can't live here. Like, I see my mom. It's too painful. I'm gonna leave. So the youngest son of the family of 4 leave, which is, I'm gonna call him from now on Coco, okay? That's his name. Coco lived that village, and he just working, you know, like this and that, not really a good work because he doesn't have a high education, and he poor, so he just do whatever it takes. And then when he left when he was 13 years old, and then when he turned 18, his dad was like writing the letter to him and tell him like, why don't you like go and try to be the soldier or something? I really believe in you. I think that's gonna make your life better. So he was like, okay, you know what, I will try. And then he joined the military, and then his supervisor asked him, he's like, why do you want to be the military? And he said, I want to learn how to protect myself, how to use the gun and everything, because I'm gonna take the revenge from my mom. He said that. And his supervisor was like, oh, that is not really a good thought. What's going on? Can you tell me? And then he told the story, and then his supervisor was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but things already passed. And to do that is also gonna destroy your future. And I think you can be much better. You have a potential, and I think I'm not wrong about that. You know. And then he was 18 when he joined the military, right? And then he turned 20, and then he quit the military. And his supervisor asked, like, why do you quit? What you gonna do? And he said, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but one day I'm gonna go revenge for my mom. That what Coco say. And he came out from the military, and he, like I told you, he doesn't have the high education. What he can do is just the work that's gonna be a hard work thing. It's not the work that gonna be easy and make a lot of money. So he spent time doing this and that, and trying to like find a family, because like his supervisor like, hey, why don't you just let it go and find someone that love you, build your own family, live happy life, you know. So he tried to follow on that suggestion from his supervisor, but somehow he still could not find anyone, and his life still poor. And then he started to think like, how about the other people's life? Like, you know, now he turned 30 and he still cannot find wife or anything. And then he started to think like, how about the other people's life that he knew? And then he started to investigate like the life of the family of 5. Like, how is it right now, since it's passed for like almost 20 years? And then find out that the biggest son have some position in the government or something, and then the second one and the third one is have their own business things and become super successful, rich, have a comfortable life. And then he just feel bad for himself because, you know, he have nothing, right? So he went to Argentina and working, and then he was there for a while, and then he was just like sick and tired because he not speak a language, it's not his house. And then he decided that he's gonna come back to China. In the meanwhile, he talked to his dad, and his dad, since like 2007, his dad have some project, which is he started to renovate the house. And the house was so big. Like on 2017, the father and Coco were talking, and then the father told him about the house that he had been renovated by himself in this past 10 years. So he said to Coco like, hey, just come back home, you know, I make the new house is very big right now, and your sister going to marry and move out soon. It would be nice if you come back to our home and then live with me, and we have a big house now, you know. It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be good for you to find someone and build a family in here too, and I want to spend time with you. Yeah, the son of the family of 4. Yep. And then he's told his dad like, okay, I'm gonna come back at the end of the year for this, at the end of the year on this year. And then he was like, okay. And then when it's come to the end of the year, he came back to the village, and then he found his dad sitting in front of the house waiting for him. So they don't have the phone or anything, you know. The dad probably sit there every day waiting for his son to come back. And then the son come back, and then the son gave him a bunch of money and tell him like, okay, you know what, from now on stop renovating your own house, use this money, you can, you know, hired someone to do that for us. You do not have to do that for yourself by yourself anymore. And the father was like, no, it's okay, you just keep the money, keep it for yourself to do whatever you want, you know. I don't want to use your money. And then it's a Chinese New Year, which is they are going to like, Chinese New Year is the thing for like family, you know, it's a family time. So he was like, okay, we're going to go into the mountain and gonna pay the respect to his mom grave with 3 of them gonna go there visiting the mom grave, and the father and the sister went first, and he was like, you know, I'm not finishing laundry yet, I will follow you around like noon. And then those 2 left, and the guy was just there in the house. And then he started looking at the next house, which is the house of family of 5, and see like what's going on, who is coming. Scar!
Imsker just subscribed for 21 months. Fortnite.
Yeah. Fortnite. Thank you, Scar, for a sub for 21 months. Thank you, thank you. So he was like want to know what's going on for the family of 5 house. And then he saw that the oldest son and the youngest son came back, but he couldn't find the middle one, the one who killed his mom. And then those family of 5, the father and the mother, tell their kids like, go pay the respect to your ancestor up the hill first, and then come back, and then we can have a lunch, right? So the oldest and the youngest of family of 5 walk up to the mountain. In the meanwhile, Coco followed them on the bus. And then those 2 was like finishing thing and walk back down from the mountain. And then Coco stabbed them, slit their throat, and stabbed them on the chest non-stop. Both of them were killed by Coco. And then Coco walked down to the family of 5 house, go inside the house, and saw the father. And then he killed the father, and they said that the father one is the one who looked the most nasty. He probably really hate that guy. So now he killed 3 people. And then the wife was also in the house, but somehow Coco just decided not to kill the mother. And the middle son never show up. After he killed all that 3 people, and then he walked into the car of the family of 5, and then put the gas in and just burned the car. And then the uncle of the family of 4 came to see Coco and asked Coco, why did you do this? Why do you do this? And now who's gonna be with your dad? Like, you're gonna go to jail, and who's gonna be with your dad, you know? And then he would just keep saying the same thing, that like, Mom, I did it. Mom, I did it, you know? And then he would just like run away. He ran away. People tried to find him, but they couldn't find him. And during the Chinese New Year, so 2 days passed after the day that Coco killed that 3 people. And then turned out that after 2 days, Coco just turned himself into the police and tell everything, why he do it. And he was just like, yeah, I killed that 3 people. I did it by myself. I just do it because I want to revenge for my mom to what happened like when I was 13, you know. So he turned himself in, he tell everything, he just like go show like, okay, this is why I killed this person, this is like, you know, he just say everything. And then the police was like, what's going on? Like, why you run away if you're just gonna turn yourself in? He was just like, well, because I remember that every Chinese New Year in our village gonna have a firework. I just want to go see the firework before this is gonna probably be my last firework show, and I used to watch it with mom, so I just want to see it one last time. And it's also the Chinese New Year. I just want you to spend time with your family, doesn't have to spend time working on my case. And since everything is done, so I came back. กินข้าวแล้วครับ กินแล้วค่ะ เที่ยงคืนครึ่งแล้วเหรอ And then he was like, okay, I was like looking at the firework, and then the next day I just thinking that I'm gonna come back to the house and spend time with my dad one more day before I turn myself in. And then I came to the house, but like it was a lot of people, so I couldn't like go find him, so I would just walk to my mom's grave and spend time with her, and then I just be here, turn myself in. So he had to take to the court, right? And in China the law is very strict, and he was just like, you know that what's gonna happen to him, right? He killed 3 people. His dad was like trying to help. He borrowed money from people in the village and trying to like hire the lawyer, the doctor to examine his mental health, maybe, you know, because sometimes people just use that excuse like, you know, you have the mental health issue things, you just do it because you have a mental things, you know, that people use that a lot. But turn out that like, no, he just say the same thing as he always say. He just tell that like, yeah, I did that by myself. I just want to revenge for my mom. And people just start to hear about what happening in the past to him, and then they just, you know, feel for him. And during that trial, the last one, they were live because it was very on the mainstream that people have been talking about this case. So 2.5 million people were watching live streaming of that court, and the decision was like they're gonna have to kill Coco because he was killing 3 people. And yeah, I'm not so sure how they kill Coco, but anyway, they tell them to come pick the bones of his son, but the father was not, because the father was like, I never get the justice since my wife and now it's my son, like I never get the justice in this, I'm done, you know. And then it was just the father, which is now like 70 years old, living in a house that he was like renovate, and hopefully that he gonna be with his son, but his son now also dead, his wife dead, his daughter marry and move out, and everything just that, you know. So they were talking like, how about if that day when his mom died, if they really get the justice, maybe Coco not gonna become an evil. Maybe he will not, you know, live with this pain that every single day he was just thinking about, want to like revenge, you know. And I think Coco was saying like he just wished that the family of five will just say sorry, like sincerely sorry to what happened. That is the only thing that he really wants. Just want to just want them to say sorry. But that never happened. And for what he did, he said he not regret it. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and the son would just say, the middle son who's still alive with his mother just say like he just lucky that he not showing up that day, and he blame Coco that like he just jealous of us that we are success and have a good life and he not, but like he still not convinced that like he the one who killed his mother. He still's like, if he just like want to take a revenge for his mom, why can't he just kill the youngest one that killed his mom? Why kill the dad and my older brother? You know, he still not admit that he killed his mother. That was like, and they were also talking like maybe the reason that Coco, because Coco already know where the middle son live and everything. If he really want to kill the middle son, I think he would do it, but maybe he decide not to do it just so he want the guy to live in the same situation as him when he was a kid, that like you have to live with like this the situation that you're losing someone you love. Now you living in my situation, you know. People also like think that might be the case, but we never know, and we will never know because Coco is dead. Yeah, and that is the first story of the talk show that I went today. What do you guys think? So many questions. What's the question? And it turned out that when he were like put the contract about the 2 years to the governor and after the help, it turned out that the oldest son of the family of five have some position in that governor's things. So they were like, he were telling them that like if this family bring this up, just deny it, just send him back. But this like a long time ago. I think back then the justice is kind of dog shit, especially in Asia. I think I feel that. Even like if you go listening to the situation that happened, even in the US, you know, back in like 19 something, 18 something, even in a country that we think that very active on this, also have a lot of dark side of the stories. I think nowadays it's just getting much better, but still. The second story is like very sad. I was crying for real. Okay, let me change the camera again. Back! Okay, we're back. The battery ran out, I'm sorry. I charged it back and yeah. Can you hear me? You hear me? I don't know. Because I also just listening to this. I don't have the source of the story. But maybe for the second story, I could find the name or something. But for this story, no. But it was very famous case in China. I think it's around like 2017, 2018. Maybe if you look at for the news, it might have some. But I'm not, I don't know for sure, okay? Because I was just listening to this too, not like reading it. Oh, I wanna pee, I'll be right back. Li Xiuyan. No, it's Coco. No. Let me see. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Young mother. Yep. This one. Yep, that one. Yes. It's sad though, if you think about it. If on that day, at least they get some justice that make them feel like someone trying to help them. Maybe it doesn't have to end this way. Or maybe it's end this way anyway, who knows. It's only what if. And I don't think we will know or find out. And why I'm so itchy? What did I eat that? I don't think I eat anything that bad that could make me itch. It's scary just like that, if you think about it. I'm getting sleepy. It's almost 1 a.m. This kind of makes sense to feel sleepy, right? I need the microphone, like, come right here, this angle. Welcome back. getting cold. Yeah, the number 2 story is sad. I'm crying, okay? I was crying, Megan. Emmett. Okay, this is one thing about me. I'm so bad of remember name. I don't know if I ever hear about Emmett story. Maybe I heard and I can't remember, or maybe I never hear about Emmett. I'm not so sure, but I can't remember people's name. Is it normal to not be able to really remember people's name? Huh? Or is it have the name for this situation when you not be able to remember someone's name? I just can't. I mean, it depends. It depends on what kind of name, okay? It depends on the language. Not really. Even if in Thai, I just can't. The second story was really sad. It's the story about dates. Dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. D-E-A-T-H. I don't know which one. The one with the nouns. Yeah, I can remember the face, but I can't remember the name. But if they have the name tag on them, I would remember. I'm the person who not really be able to just listening and remember. It depends. I have to. The easiest way for me to remember is to see it. If I see it, I will remember because I remember the picture. It's just like when I was on undergrad and you study for your exam. I do not remember things, but I remember as a picture. And when I saw the question, I was like, I know where the answer is. The answer is in the corner on the left hand side on that slide. But if I be able to remember all the detail in that is another story, okay? But I remember the whole picture. The civil rights movement in the US? No, I don't think so. And yeah, I remember it if I see it. Also, like the name, it's not like I remember the name. It's just because I remember the picture. And since I remember the picture, then I will see the name in that picture and then I can tell you the name. But it's not like I remember the name, if you understand what I'm talking about. I have the idea of learning Chinese for fun. It's just the idea that just happened to me when I was in Vancouver. Because I heard a lot of Chinese speaking and I just being nosy and I was just think to myself, it could be nice if I understand Chinese. I kinda look like one already. And if I can speak, that's gonna be nice. And then I can hear people talking. So maybe I will try. But I learned Chinese in high school before. And I remember that my tongue is like sore. I feel exhausted on my tongue. On my trunk. Because it's like the tongue just in the position that we don't have it if I speak Thai or English. It's a lot of sound that is totally different, and that's kind of challenging, but you know, it's still a good thing, right? I was thinking like, maybe I just learned Chinese for fun. Maybe it's not fun after all, who knows? Yeah, we'll see. I just think it's also gonna benefit to know Chinese. But what am I gonna do with it? Probably nothing. Just for fun, like I told you. Hi Fadi. Fadi, you missed the whole story. A long story. You miss it all. Oh. You heard it a bit, okay. Emily's study characters, spoken and listening are secondary for me, just a hobby as well, but know about 900 after 7 months now. Wow, nice. I don't want to write it or read it, I just want to be able to speak. That's probably my aim, just to be able to speak. Not really care if I could write it or read it. But sometimes I was thinking like, maybe I'm too old. My brain is not super sharp like when I was younger anymore. I'm getting older and older, and then you know what I mean? Yeah, at least the grammar is the same. And since Thai have very sensitive of the sound, maybe I could catch up more easily, but it's still challenging. Because I remember like the Chinese class that I took in high school. Some of them was like, what? You know, cause it's not the same after all. You slept almost all day. What are you gonna do now? Sleep some more? Yeah. And I think the way to learn how to speak is to speak with someone. We'll see. It's just like a silly thought. Meet up with a friend. I see. A cake day? Is today a cake day, buddy? When is a cake day? Spanish. I also want to learn Spanish. I think Spanish also very useful language to learn. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Me llamo Mali. Ciao. Gracias. Friday is a cake day, okay. Coucou. Jaman pale Mali, enchanté. You know, when I was a kid, I asked my mom, I don't understand why do we have to have so many languages? And when I say I'm a kid, I mean when I was like 4 years old. I was just one day, and then another day I was just like watching the advertisement, and then I asked my mom, why do we need a several brand of soap? Why can't we just have one soap, one detergent, one conditioner, one shampoo? Everyone just use the same things. Back then I don't understand the communists, okay? I don't know. That's the thing. I'm 4 years old, okay? I was just watching the TV and then just start to have like a random things. And then I asked my mom, like, why can't we just have one language and everyone can be able to speak to each other? I don't understand that, you know, we have a different kind of human, you know, like we have so like diversity. When it's come to this, I don't understand that we have Caucasian, I don't understand we have Asian, I don't, you know. I'm 4 years old. I don't know if I ever asked my mom and dad about how can me and my brother happen. I don't think I am asking her that. But I do ask my mom, like, where the blood come from? How's the blood is all over the place? What is inside the tummy? I want to know what inside our body. Can you tell me what is inside? Yeah, I think I asked my mom that when I was like 3-4 years old. I'm wondering. Thai? If you know Chinese, then it will help with Thai. We have the same grammar. I do agree. To be able to be a good learner of language, you not only just learn language, you learn culture through the language. You have to understand culture too to be able to be good at language, because it's just go together. Yeah, it is. It's kind of have the same idea, Thai and Chinese in that way. But the style is totally different. But if we're talking about the concept, yeah, it's just like the way that people telling the time. If you ask German people, they will tell you one thing. If you ask Thai, they will tell you one thing. I might say the way is like how they tell you the time, you know. I just want the world to speak aliens. Everyone speak aliens. That would be fun. I mean, it's 2024. The flat earth is like a lot of people still believe in that though. Yeah, maybe. I do believe that we have aliens for sure. I remember I tried to learn German from a German guy. He's smart. He very interesting. I'm very into him for a while. And I was like, and I asked him to teach me some German, and then I find out that German and English somehow have some similarity and also a lot of different things. And German is hard. And then I realized like my life is too short to learn German, so screw that. Speaking of German,
Sven_TTV1 just subscribed for 23 months. Sup Molly Mind.
thank you Sven for resub for 23 months. Thank you so much. Speak of German, and German show up. Coincidence? I don't know. How are you? Friday, sleep all day. How about you, Sven? you in coma or something? Jeez. I kinda slept a lot today. Probably gonna sleep even more. Probably gonna wake up late tomorrow. It's only 1 o'clock and I'm still here. Not shower. Oh, sorry to hear that, Swen. You better now? What is the controversy about Kate Middleton? I saw that everywhere. Like, I think people start to make it so crazy. Just a flu, okay. I saw a lot of people were talking about where the Kate Middleton. You know, people say a lot of things, and I think that is like crazy. I don't think it's anything bad, really. Because I think if it's something really bad, do they really gonna keep it as a secret that long? The longer it takes, the more damage it's going to be. They were talking where the Kate Middleton is. Some people say that like something terrible happened to her, something like that, and it start to be like a lot of things that I just like, it's too much. People start to make it too crazy. Yeah, but I mean, if something really, really bad happened to her, can they really gonna keep it as a secret and pretend like it's nothing happened? I don't think that's the case. Because I think they were like announced that like she had some surgery or something, which is like totally normal. I mean, like, okay, they announced that and then she's gonna have to take a break and not appear on the social, which is totally makes sense, right? I mean, if you had a surgery and then people start to make it like even worse than that, like start to say a lot of things that like, oh. And then another thing was like the royal family picture on the Mother's Day, Kate with her kids, and the Photoshop weird things, and people was like, why do they Photoshop the real picture that is not even real picture? Why can't they just make a real, you know, something like that? Like a lot of things going on. I just don't understand what's going on, and I'm not really trying to look deep into it. Because I don't think it's really, nothing really happened. And it's a lot of memes. I think soon enough we will see. Because I don't think they can keep it as a secret forever. If it's something really happened. Time will tell, exactly. I'm so excited of the new update of Stardew Valley. On 19, if you play Stardew Valley, they have the big update coming up on 19. The more events, the more cookbook recipe, and I think they're going to add like a honeymoon period of time or something. They kind of start to spoil. I don't know exactly yet, but I think it's gonna be interesting. Oh, me too. I can't remember when was the last time I played it. It was a very long time ago. But me and my advisor and my senior, we were talking about that like after the update, maybe we play together. we have the co-op map that we play together. Yeah, it's gonna be trending again, which is, I don't mind. It's a good game. If you do it good, you deserve to be trending, right? And he keep updating it, and it's free. I think that's crazy. He never stopped working on it. I think the guy who made the Stardew Valley game, he is the good looking one. And he nerd. That even make he even more hot for me. He's a nerd. I don't know what people think about a hot guy. For me, I think his name is Eric. The guy who makes Stardew Valley, that's a hot guy for me. A nerd that have a passion on this making game. I think that's really hot. Not the guy with the six pack or anything like that. "48 hours? I can't even do it for 3 hours, huh?" Seriously, Swen? I don't know, but I mean, for me, Hawk, are you gonna do that, or you want me to do it? Your choice. And another thing that is kind of go crazy on the internet is Nara Smith. Nara, you heard about her? She's the wife of Lucky Blue Smith, a Mormon family. That I make everything from scratch. I couldn't make a cereal from scratch. you on TikTok, maybe you see her. Yeah, he also musician. Actually, he want to be musician, but and then he say like he don't think he could living being a musician. Then he just make a game, but he also make the OST for the game by himself. He's that nerd. Then at the moment, she's like, today I'm going to make a cereal from scratch because my baby have to eat like, you know, something like that. Like, they dress nice, cooking but not really cooking. Is all about making it look good. Yeah, you wanna hear? Yes. I just do it worse. Bye, Harry. Good day.
On my list that I won't be using. For reference, our kids have pretty unique names. My daughter's name is Rumble Honey Smith, and my son's name is Slim Easy Smith. So these might be a little out there, but let's get started. For girl's name, I really love the name Odie, Pepper, Dawn. They're all really cute to me. I really like Cherry as a middle name. My husband doesn't really like that name. I also...
Do you think I make it up or not? Now you tell me, Swen. Here.
After being gone for a week, my husband's on a 6-hour flight back home. And what better way to surprise him than with some fresh vanilla ice cream and some gooey chocolate brownies? I started making my custard for my ice cream with some milk, vanilla, sugar, and some eggs. I combined my egg yolks with my sugar and then slowly put some of the warm milk in there just to get it warm.
After a long day of my viewer sleeping on their bed and doing absolutely nothing is better than me start talking shit about them. How about if I start to speak like that? Huh? I see you. I'm not really understand when it's come to the name. Like, I feel like nowadays we name the kid like really, you know? Are you for real? you mean, like you mean middle name? I don't have middle name. In my culture, we don't have middle name. But if one day I get married, I might just move my last name to my middle name. But I could not keep my full last name as the middle name. I don't think that can be the case because my last name is very long. Oh, okay. It's like Anna Marie. I have the story of that Anna Marie. I thought it's a two people, but it's not. It's a one person who named Anna Marie. I was like, I see. It was a kid, he's Thai. He was like yelling at his mom, like, "Mom, I need a new name." And then his mom was like, "Why?" And he said, "You know what? I have a friend who named," and then he said the name, which is, it took him 2 seconds to write his name, and me, it takes forever. I'm not gonna lie, I feel that. Because when you were in the kindergarten, when I was in kindergarten, they usually give you like a paper of like, a drawing and like writing, follow the line things, and then you have to write your name. Every single pages. And my last name is like so long. I spent so much time writing my full name. I remember at one point, like on my, I think it's during the exam, you have to write your name every paper. They gave you a paper. And it's a lot of paper from that exam. I remember I asked the teacher, can I just write my name without my last name? It's too long. It takes so much time. And I was just like 3 years old, 4 years old. I was like, it's too long. It takes forever. You need 2 papers. And when you were a kid, like, when I was a kid, you not really write it so small. You kind of write it very big because it's easier. You have a small hand. You're not really super well of controlling, and writing. And it's huge. Plus, my name is super long. Yeah, and sometimes those form, they just use like a super tiny letter. But you're the human. When you write it down, you can't be that small like the font that they were like using in Microsoft Word or something. I was like, how is this shit gonna fit my full name? 14 later? For your last name? Let me think for me. $17, I guess. If I count it right. Maybe I count it wrong. I think it's 17. 3 middle names. Your mom couldn't make her mind, right? It was like, you know what? This shit takes so much time. Just give him all this shit. Fine. My decision. It's okay. Spelling is hard. I feel them. I spell wrong all the time. This stream needs a glass of wine. But I don't drink though. Can we just have boba tea? We can. It's almost 2 AM. It's getting late. Like, very late. You might. I drink a lot of Coke too, actually. When I go to the restaurant, sometimes. But most of the time I just gonna order water, because if I go out and eat, I usually like, oh, okay, you know what, just drink water and then we go get boba tea. But yeah, a lot of time I just drink Coke. I don't really order Pepsi. I usually drink Coke. Coca-Cola. Actually, I like Fanta. The red Fanta. But I just try to just drink water because it's good for me. I shouldn't drink a lot of bubble tea either. Even though I usually go with 0 sugar, but it's still not really good. The best drink in the world is just the water. I like cocktail though. I would not have a wine, but if you offer me a cocktail, I would say yes. Speaking of get water, I'm gonna pour some more water and be right back. I love cocktail because it's sweet. I don't really like. Actually, I love mocktail because sometimes cocktail have too much alcohol and it just ruin it, you know. I don't care the alcohol part. I just like it sweet. Wow, Swin. That toxic. That toxic, Swin. I think we should plan to do something fun. I feel like I don't really plan of any fun event. Maybe we should start to plan for like some fun event. Yeah, but what is it? Let me think. Hmm. It's almost 2 a.m. Yeah, it's just like it's fine after like what? Almost 2 weeks. I'm sleepy though. I have to shower, that's the problem. Do you know that even like the easy things like shower, I feel so lazy. Any one of you guys like shower? Can you tell me the trick? I don't like I'm what to say. I don't hate it, but if I'm thinking like I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna need some time to prep talk to myself before I shower. Does that make sense? I know I can just go with the choice of like not shower, but I could not do that. I just feel uncomfortable. I want to feel comfortable and clean and smell good. I see. For me, I don't really. I'm kind of like already used to it, but I understand your point, Swen. I really do understand your point. Because like, actually, it's not good to like shower right before you go to bed because it can, you know, if you have a trouble of sleep, then that's not gonna be good. It might keep you awake longer than you want to. You know, I learned a lot of things through my psychiatrist, because during that period of time I have a problem of sleep. Every single time when I met my psychiatrist, they just ask me like, how's your sleep? You know, every single time. Because that's something that will affect and change when you dealing with the depression and stuff. Let me see. If I have to go out, I shower twice a day too. But if I just stay at home, then only before bed. I see. Well, that is very thoughtful of you, of taking a shower before meeting the girl. Big crap. That's a good idea, Fatty. You know, I shower very fast. Fast enough that my boyfriend say, I don't think you know how to shower properly. I was like, what do you mean? And then my defense is that, and this is my defense. So I told him, I don't have to take a long shower like you because I smell good. I don't have to wash myself that long. I'm not that dirty. I just shower to refresh myself, not really to clean myself. It's different. If you're that dirty, then you have to take a long time of shower to clean yourself. I'm not dirty. That's why I shower so fast and I'm not smell. Very hot shower. Red up. I don't think you will keep doing that in Thailand, but if you do, let me know. I think maybe it's just because of the food that we eat. Also, the weather that we live in. Like, I mean, I live in Thailand, right? So my body is used to the hot weather than you guys who live in the cold weather. And then when you guys who live in the cold weather have to live in hot weather like me, you're gonna sweat a lot. And of course, when you sweat, you're gonna smell less or more, you will, right? That just totally makes sense. And me, very sweat. And when I live in a cold country, that is almost just put me in the refrigerator. So when was the chance for me to smell? You just have to be there for a while and then you're used to it. and then you know, you will sweat less. And also the food that you eat is also a main part. Like if you eat cheese and stuff like that, you know, it's probably gonna smell. It's like my Nepali friends, you know, they eat a lot of spice. They smell like spice. Yeah, if I live in Antarctica, I probably no need to shower. That's not true actually. I remember I was in Sweden. It's so cold. I shower twice a day. Doesn't matter. If I had to go out, I will shower. And if I don't go out, I will shower before I go to bed. Because I spend most of the time laying down doing absolutely nothing. I'm thinking of like making a plan back on like workout and stuff. Still could not commit the solution, the final idea yet, but hopefully. Okay, guys. Okay, you know what? Let's make this be super annoying. I will talk like Nara Smith. Okay. Are you guys ready? What would I smell like? I wanna smell like fresh water. Okay, how about you pick Nara Smith or a Wally girl? You pick. You want chocolate. What chocolate? Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, orange. What chocolate? Chocolate is a big thing. You have to be more specific. The orange that mixed with the chocolate, so you smell kind of like citrus and chocolate in the same time. By the way, this stream do not sponsored by Starbucks, but if Starbucks wanna sponsor me, I would love it. I would love to. Okay. That's good. You should be proud on yourself, huh? Good job. So you can pick. Mollybug, yeah. You guys have to pick. What do you want me to speak? The way that I'm going to speak. If you do not pick, then I was just going to present whatever I would like to do to you. Nara Nara? Nara. Nara. Nara Smith. I speak like Nara Smith. Oh, Swen. I'm so disappointed of Hawk. He know nothing. He just know nothing. You have to go check who she is. Thank you, Bacon. And why I'm so itchy right now? Did I eat something that I suppose not to? Let me find it. The best Nara Smith.
Presence on TikTok, known for her elaborate cooking videos showcasing.
Date nights are very rare for us, so today I told my husband that we're gonna have an Italian date night at home and that I'm gonna be cooking. So the first thing I did was let my focaccia dough rise at room temperature while I was cutting up my celery, carrots, and onion for my bolognese, and then I seared off my ground beef in batches and then fried up my pancetta as well. I can never open wine, so Lucky had to do that for me, and then I added everything back to the pot with some tomato paste, chicken stock, milk, bay leaf, let that simmer for about 2 to 3 hours while I prepped my pasta dough. I don't knead my dough every time that dough needs to be kneaded. It's Lucky's job. I cut up some tomatoes and onions for my focaccia. I was making a Calabrian chili pesto focaccia. I added all of that in, popped that in the oven. Lucky offered to wash and dry our arugula for the salad, so he did that while I prepped our lemon vinaigrette. I topped the arugula with some pickled shallots and for lunch, they both wanted a grilled cheese, so that's exactly what I got started on. I got started by making my bread. This is a really simple no-knead recipe. You put all of your dry and wet ingredients into a bowl, give it a mix, and let it rise for 2 hours, which gives me enough time to start making my cheese. I combined some milk, citric acid, and rennet in my pot. Let that heat up, and then once it's solidified, I'd return it back to the heat and stir it gently before letting all the curds drain and then stretching it out. Stretch it.
She make the freaking cheese. I'm probably gonna drive my kid to McDonald's. Introduce them to nuggets. you know. And she making the cereal from scratch. Yeah. No, the thing is that people were talking about the kind of video that she making. Like, she made it like, you know, dress well, cooking well. But that's not the thing that happened in real life. That is the production. And some people don't understand. Some people was like, that is how she lived. No, that is a production. And people were talking about like a traditional wife, you know, and maman and stuff like that, which is, I don't really want to say a lot because, you know, it's what people believe. People can just believe whatever they want. Because I don't believe the way they believe, it doesn't make them right or wrong, right? But yeah, that was like something that kind of took place on the internet. Copycat.com. Why? What is it? And then I think like some people find her husband like attractive, and then those women they're funny. You know what they say? They say, "Oh, if I have your husband, I'm probably gonna make water from scratch too." And then some people, I'm gonna make the car from scratch just for him. It's crazy. Ah, I see. I see. That sounds good, Bacon. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a joke. People just like joking. I'm gonna make water from scratch. You know what? I should go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. Seriously. It's late. gonna go to bed. I have to shower. And I will go to bed. Thank you guys for being here. Listening to the first story. We still have another story to go. Today's Sunday. It's already past midnight. So it's technically already Sunday. I don't know if I'm streaming today, okay? In case if you see me stream, please join me. If not, then see you when you see me. Everyone have a good weekend. Eat well, sleep well, do something productive, fun, whatsoever, or do nothing at all. Who cares? By the way, do not forget to go follow on my social media. On my YouTube, my VODs. Please go subscribe to that channel. I'm desperate. Thanks, Just Kid, for the raid today. And everyone have a good day. See you next time.